Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. Fam, I want to sit here and talk to you about Funko Pops. Now, I was one of those people that jumped on a bandwagon with Funko Pops during the pandemic, and I said it'd be something really good to do. I jumped on it really during the pandemic, but I had started before then. But during the pandemic, it was a little easier because I'm not gonna lie, the Funko Pops were on the shelves. If anything else wasn't on the shelves, the Funko Pops was on the shelves. And it was like a cool distractor. A lot of them had that nostalgia fact. And, you see shit like Masters of the Universe, The Simpsons, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. You see a lot of Inuyasha, Gotcha Man, Powerpuff Girls, Ninja Turtles. You see so much and you like, damn, but, with stuff like this, it's like a fad. You remember the Beanie Babies? That shit came and went. You come to find out that the guy who invented them, was price hiking, gouging people, actually saying that it was only limited stock and he had like warehouses full of the shit. Man, it was just crazy. Now you sitting here looking at this situation right now and you thinking, what is about to happen? Man, I could foresee that in the unforeseeable future that this Funko Pops, they may go the way of the dinosaur. They may go bankrupt. Everything with them right now is down. Just every way that they do business, the scopes, the details, the color schemes, everything that was on the up and up has started gradually going down. The prices have hiked up. You're not getting more for your money. You're getting some of the same figures in different boxes. And you sitting here thinking to yourself, how the hell is this gonna work? With all of that shit with the dumpster, with all of those Funko Pops from Star Wars in storage, and they were talking about dumping all of them, that really had a public backlash, which they were saying they can give them to people who actually would love to have them. And they were like, look, we just don't want to throw money away back in on the people and they ain't gonna do shit but sell them. That was what they were saying in other words, fam. I could see this company actually going the way of a dinosaur, man. This is not actually feasible in my opinion. Funko Pops were good while they lasted, fam, but you know what? I can't see them, going to test the time. You go into stores now. I thought I was seeing new Funko Pops, but hell, as I looked at them, they were the same damn Funko Pops. Now I see a lot of them on clearance. And fam, you know what? I'm not gonna pick up something just because it's on clearance. If I don't want it, I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna show you some of the Funko Pops that I actually enjoy. This Scrooge McDuck. Now look at it. Look at all the colors in this. If you look at this, you can see that he has the cane. He has the actual #1 dime in his hand. You can see the glasses. You can see every damn thing. The top hat. The colors about this looks amazing. The things that I like about them, man, is just not, who they are or what they are. Fuzzy Lumpkins from Powerpuff Girls. Now you say, what the hell? Look at the colors on this. This shit looks amazing. It looks just like the cartoon. It looks fun. That's what I enjoyed about Funko Pops. They were very colorful. They were bright, each one of them told a story. They were all different. Now, here go another one that I thought was just the shit. Bartman. From The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horrors. Man, this damn thing right here was just amazing to me, man. When I first got this one, it was like an avalanche for every damn thing else. I didn't care about how everything else was working. Just when I seen this figure, I said, man. And this is why I'm picking up a lot of them. Right now, if you notice that the Funko prices, far as for like older Funko Pops, they're dropping. They used to be up there. Like for some of the better Funko Pops, people were like, hey, you should buy the grills first. You shouldn't buy anything else. You should buy the grills. I'm gonna explain something to you. Buying grills is a horrible idea when you don't know if your particular toy line is going to be around. If it goes belly up, the shit ain't gonna be worth anything. So you got a $500 Funko Pop now worth only $5 and you paid $500 for it. May not be worth $5. This is why I'm saying you got to get this stuff a little time, to let it see where it's going to go. One of the best Funko Pops that I thought I had was the Oregon Ducks. This one here is my favorite. Just look at all the colors in that. It looks just like a duck. It looks just like the mascot. Has the big O on his chest. Man, just look at it. See, that's what I enjoy about Funko Pops. The colors. Everything about them. And see, that's the thing that I think a lot of the new ones are missing. I picked up a couple of the newer Funko Pops. The packaging doesn't look, really authentic. It doesn't look, like it popped. It don't look like it's working. That's the reason why a lot of those Star Wars Pops didn't really go anywhere. People looked at the packaging. It wasn't colorful. It wasn't doing anything or saying anything. One thing about a lot of the Pops, they hold nostalgia values. This is why certain Pops do better than others. Like Pops from like mainstream cartoon shows, TV series, and things like that. Those ones do good. Like the ones with Friends and all of those. Like I said, things that people could relate to back in the day. Oh man, I remember watching that show for a long time. That was one of my favorite shows. Then you get the Pops. Like Supernatural was my favorite show. One of those scary, suspenseful shows from the CW. I ended up buying my wife like all four of them. I bought a Crowley, Dean, Sam, McCastiel. And I was just like, man, those there. Then I bought a, what's that guy's name? Rocket Man? Shit. You remember that from Jingle All the Way? Turbo Man. I bought her that one. See, those are the things that really get to me, fam. The ones that really hold value. I watched that show with my wife, that TV the movie, and we had a good time with it. And I said, man, this will really, say something to us. So this is why certain Funko Pops hold value. Just like to me, emotional value. When I look at like Gotcha Man, I used to love that show. And I used to love to see them form the whirlwind pyramid or the ship turn into the fiery phoenix. This is what this stuff do to you. Nostalgia. But see, if you don't hold that nostalgia as a person, with some of this stuff, I ain't gonna lie, they're just hunks of plastic. But remember, we all used to buy those starting lineup figures. You remember those? And they were nothing but just horrible plastic. I mean, these things just wasn't worth anything. To me, these Funko Pops, some of them are well worth it, but I don't see having walls and walls of Funko Pops like I see people have. And I'm like, damn, okay. They're not selling for as much as they used to on a resale market. So if you're trying to scoop up something that you're missing, right now is the time to actually get them. And if you're trying to use them as investments, I don't advise that. Because the company is not looking too good right now. Due to all the layoffs, just the prices of everything with them dropping. I'm talking about people wanting to stay, people leaving. People are actually leaving the company, going to other companies. So these are just things that you got to pay attention to when you invest in a toy line. People were talking about, Hasbro. Hasbro has stood the test of time, whether if their product goes up or down. You still will ride with them. Why? Because they've been around forever. Funko Pop's been around, for about damn near, 10, 15 years, if that long? Shit. They was around in early 2000 something. So you got to think about it. They didn't blow up, really. They really didn't hit the mainstream till the pandemic. They were out there then, but the pandemic really blew them up. So this is what I'm just talking about. Make sure you pay attention to all this. They got some good ones. They got Target Con. They got, ones, that are specially made for Target doing their little thing. They got some made especially for Hot Topic, Walmart. And you just looking. They got some for Walgreens. And, I've been looking at all these, man, like the Deadpools and all of that and the Moon Knights. I really been checking out all this shit, but I'm going to tell you something. I really been backing up because I don't want to get stuck with a lot of stuff. Even if you're just collecting for yourself. And if you know what I mean, that still draws one thing in there. What happens when, you want to do something different, try something different? You're not gonna be able to. Nobody ain't gonna touch them. They're like radioactive. Again, right now, if you really want to jump in on this line and you just want to pick some up to start out with, right now would be the best time. Because, right now, a lot of people who bought these are not buying them anymore. A lot of this shit is sitting. It's not a mad dash rush like it used to, and a company not producing them as fast as they were before. Because they're not flying off the shelves like they were before. It's not that big frenzy like you had people just all in line to get the Funko Pops. They're not doing that no more. So what now? It's starting to become the Beanie Babies. Whereas you can find them at gas stations now. So this is something that you need to pay attention to, man. Before you spend an arm and a leg investing in something, make sure it can stand the test of time. That will still be valuable down the line. But to later, fam, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.